Welcome to the Premier Lacrosse League on ESPN, presented by Cascade. It's the final week of the PLL regular season here at historic Harvard Stadium. Here we go. Buckle up, the first of 4 games. Every team playing this weekend still has a chance to make the postseason. Good takeaway from California after Boston won the opening draw. Had a terrific rookie season. Passes off to Chris Kavanaugh, a flamethrower to open the scoring. Rookie to rookie. And the Redwoods, who ride in on a 2-game win streak, picking up where they left off.
Let them heat up. That's what the Redwoods want. He's a volume shooter, and he lives on that right wing.
Slide behind him into that open area.
Kavanaugh was amazing last week. 3 goals, 4 assists. Matt Campbell been incredible this year. Tried a 2-pointer, denied by Chase Erlin.
Bunch of rookies just making monster plays for them.
Anthony Kelly.
Brian Tevlin. Hello, look out. California, 2-0 start. Tevlin's 2nd goal of the year, a beauty.
And this is what Tevlin does. His ability to stay on the field, going from defense to offense.
Well, Tevlin, not one of those rookies, Kark and RB, but Anthony Kelly told me, to your point, it took them a while in the locker room for some of those rookies to believe that they deserved to be on the field. And once they figured out.
No angle, but Balkersell took it anyway, denied by Kirst. His first save of the night.
Of his pro years with other lefties, whether it's Kevin Buchanan as a Cannon or Joe Walters as a New York Lizard, like he's been on that case before.
Kirst reads it well to deny Denza. Playing with an intensity like they know what's on the line. Win, and they're in. Dennis from outside. Kirst has made 3 straight stops, but the Cannons give it away. Looking for another goal here, Kavanaugh. And now Ryder Garnsey.
Great skip.
Leads to a goal. Denza buries it, and it is all Redwoods early. 92 miles per hour on that one.
He's heating up as well.
So Ryan, you meet Will Manny as a rookie. Now he's the 33-year-old veteran.
Yeah, and he's really brought their younger guys up. I mean, especially Mackesy. The league had a great piece in the 2 of them.
A scoop and score off the face-off. Zach Tucci, and that's a shot in the arm for the Boston crowd.
Not all face-offs are created equal. If your ability to cash in right afterwards makes such a big difference. And you knew as soon as Tucci picked this up, he was going right to the rack. He's ultra aggressive.
Nolting, good pass. Great finish. Erlin couldn't get a piece of it.
You know, Will Manny was mentioning we just got to can our shots. One guy who can his shots is Ryan Drenner, who's 2nd in the league in shooting percentage. Automatic from those spots. He is a calming presence in this offense. And Asher Nolting right now just understands where that physical pressure is from the slide, showing a little bit. And you talk about cagey vets like Ryan Trenner. Once he sees Carter Rice, the rookie, spot the ball carrier, it's go time.
California struggled in the short shot clock. They get a goal here from no angle. Chris Kavanaugh somehow delivers.
Kark, I just love the fight in this kid, the competitor.
Yep.
Late shot clock. We're not dumping this in the corner. You can see him stare back at it. He acts like he's going underneath.
He's got no angle.
He's got no angle.
Of the least assists in the entire league. They have guys who could go to the rack, like Kavanaugh and McAdory, Malloy. Force them to be passers. Slide early.
You can already hear the crowd when he crosses the midfield line with the ball. There's just a little buzz.
Yes.
For who?
He's a Boston guy, the Bellrica Butcher.
That's right.
I don't know if he likes that nickname. That's what I gave him. Because of how tough he is.
What an individual effort. Matt Campbell, airborne. What a response for Boston, and of course, it's Mr. Consistency. Matt Campbell, he's been terrific all year for this Cannons team.
This is filthy.
He can pull off that twister in the air and just cause absolute fits for Chase Erlin.
What a start. 7 goals already in this one. Great give and go. What a goal!
Wow.
Will Manny back in a Boston Cannons uniform, back at Harvard Stadium, and this is a beautiful goal.
That is 2 incredible dimes, very different by Asher Nolte, but Will Manny scores this goal. And you need to be a veteran to score this type of goal because you know your personnel, you also know your angle, you know your cutting lane. This is what hundreds of pro lacrosse games will give you. The give and go. No.
Bouncer for 2, and it goes! Marcus Holman!
And like he's changing up. We've used to see him just ripping high corners all the time, but using the turf and the bounce there, vicious.
Yeah, you can see Erlin try to come out. No.
3 goals, 4 scores in under a minute for Boston. Almost another one here off the faceoff from Tucci. Contact, no whistle. They're letting him play here. Here's a flag. Campbell steps into it too. Erlin does just enough to keep it out, and we get our first power play of the night.
Oh, he had to skip to Campbell.
Back to even strength. Erlin makes a stop. Quick outlet. Finds Tevlin. This area loves lacrosse, and you're seeing that with this great crowd tonight.
You know, I think the league does a great job. The infrastructure on youth lacrosse in that moment.
Yep.
Go ahead, Coach. Take it.
No, look, the youth and the fan base also know when they see something that is spectacular, and Aiden Denza has been awesome this year. This is a guy who didn't suit up once last year, which would have been his rookie season. So you were saying about this area.
Yeah, no, I think the MYL, Boston Youth Lacrosse, Town Pride Lacrosse, all these organizations do an amazing job of starting the grassroots. They get parents involved, you know, like an old school approach to developing the game. And, you know, you see the results in a crowd like this. We see it in some of we had 4,000 or 5,000 people for our Cornell game this year. So they use some Sergio Leone music comes on. So I'm excited to see those guys. I'm super proud of them. Shooting percentage was super high. He didn't turn the ball over a lot. And as a result,
what a goal by Ryder Garnsey.
Yeah, he's breaking this down because he coached Ryder Garnsey. You know Ryder Garnsey as well as anyone. You coached him, you recruited him at Notre Dame. Break this one down for us.
Ryder catching the ball out of ball movement on that wing, that stuff. And ironically, his high school coach at Andover was my college teammate, and Ryder's highlight video is absurd.
Marcus Holman, the immediate answer.
The time and room, if you had a video of all of these sprays, they're absolutely hammers. And his versatility as a shooter, you saw him from 2, a couple feet behind that spot, Ryan, before on a bouncer.
Offensive means can play defense.
A 2 in transition denied by Chase Erlin. That's his 5th save of the night. Long scramble for the ground ball.
Winding up for something when you don't need to.
Haven't had too much defensive plays to talk about, though. It's an offensive explosion in this first half. Boston now takes a 2-goal advantage. It's been back and forth between these two with a spot in the postseason on the line.
And
there was a lot of distance between Tevlin and the pick setter, so that when Maxey came off of it and there was contact, he was able to accelerate with no confrontation by the off-ball midfielder. So by the time he started turning toward the middle of the field and with Maxey's wrists.
The Ivy League this past season, I'm sure, gave you a lot of sleepless nights.
I'm glad he's moved on and graduated. I'm up here with another great Princeton grad. I was glad he didn't decide to stay for any more years.
Denza jump shot, and it finds the back of the net. Aiden Denza, first half hat trick. And California back within 1.
There's also a special group that sat right behind the opposing team, so it was a lot more fun playing here as the home team and not having to deal with them.
Boston has roared back, and now they're in front by 1. Here's Kavanaugh. Finds Malloy. Dylan Malloy. Perfect perfectly placed, ties it at 8.
I think he's been a terrific passer this last calendar year. When Pat Cavanaugh graduates, he's left alone to be the sole quarterback of the Notre Dame offense in 2025. He's the ACC Player of the Year, and that's why I was so bullish on his play for the PLL, because he came into this league completely full circle with his game. The passing, the shooting, the dodging.
Denza, ride the hot hand, cashes in on the power play, fires California in front. That is his 4th goal in this first half.
Needless to say, a career high for Denza at the pro level.
Cavanaugh lets it rip. Well read. Colin Kurst got his stick in front of that one.
I'd like to see Cavanaugh take that shot right off the pass back.
Does just that. Bouncer kept out by Erlin. Great save, Chase Erlin. Mackesy. Campbell through the spin cycle, scores!
You just have to have a slide prepared.
Yes.
This is the leading point midfield from a midfield perspective. There's just no chance the short stick is going to be able to stay with Matt Campbell. You got to be organized behind the play. Good recognition here by Mackesy, getting Campbell the rock, and you can see all that green. Somebody's got to go.
Tevlin didn't get it off in time. We are tied for the 4th time tonight. And Matt Campbell continues to bolster his midfielder of the year claim. Buckle up. If the first half was any indication, we are in for a dramatic finish with a spot in the playoffs on the line. Awesome atmosphere on a Friday night at Harvard Stadium. Tucci right off the face-off win.
That's not a bad shot as long as you have backup, because that allows the clock to stop and the sub game happens. So you're stuck at 28.
Campbell, the bouncer, denied by Erlin. Got just enough on it to keep it out. Keep it on Mackesy there. Feed to the doorstep. No goal in the crease, they say.
That was a terrific no goal. Ball, not a goal, though.
Balkersell tees it up to Malloy, who fires California in front. Dylan Malloy, the first goal of this second half.
A rookie Balkersell with a gorgeous inside pass to Dylan Malloy, who now gets on the board with a cut-off ball. Like we're used to Malloy just battering ram, winning matchups.
Malloy, though, was concerned that they were too flashy, and Coach Kelly had to tell him, if they're comfortable, you just got to wear them, dude.
Find what size they are. I'm curious, Dana.
It goes from Malloy again. Those cleats are magic. They felt this field before, and Malloy making it look easy puts California up by 2 with back-to-back goals.
Quick release type pass. So the chance of Boston knocking that ball down was really slim because of his look away, and he got the defense to shift and how quick he got it off.
California has dominated the last 8 minutes, stretching back to the end of the first half. On the run, Bertrand denied. Big save by Colin Kurst. Boston needed that. Ben Ramsey in transition. Bouncer. Erlin makes a save.
He tried to hit Garrett Epple.
Mackesy, the hesitation goes
that
low.
Was a nice move. That was a beautiful hesitation by Mackesy. Completely freed up his hands for that shot.
In attack mode. Curling around. Goes to goal and scores! Ryder Garnsey! That is vintage Garnsey to put California up 3.
Well, he
and a lot of those alums back, part of the awesome crowd we've got on hand.
Why is it so hard to answer?
Because I've had so many great ones over the years.
So there's got to be one.
Ryan might have just lost some friends there.
That's the hard part of the question. Pick one.
Oh! Flamethrower! Jeff Trainer! Look out! Home crowd loves an 101-mile-an-hour stinger from the Boston boy.
Like Will Manny, played his collegiate ball at UMass. Manny's from Long Island in New York. Trainer is born and bred Boston Brew.
That's the reason. Yeah, so I got to win some brownie points.
Kavanaugh, the immediate answer. Chris Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh has had a serious knack for owning matchups in his rookie season. So many of his goals have been unassisted.
Short clock, I got to go. We need a response. Boston just scored. We want to maintain this lead that we've scrapped to build. He just understands the game so well.
He does. And
California in a good rhythm right now. Bertrand spins free and scores!
They're clicking on all cylinders here. I thought Bertrand might be able to step into a 2, and then he wisely hitches and then goes into a roll dodge, which enables him to keep his stick in his left hand. Watch Kavanaugh find the trailer, that big hitch into the roll.
This is the largest lead that either team has had tonight. Erlin wins the faceoff again and hit the pipe. Inches away from a 5-goal advantage. Maybe a penalty kill can breathe some life into this Cannons team. It's been all California in this third quarter. Malloy, what a goal from range. Dylan Malloy, 89 miles per hour.
And again, it's more player movement and ball movement. Good read by Kavanaugh. That's clearly a 1.
yeah, it's clearly
Rustalin gets some glasses.
You need to just share that responsibility. So wise decision, just mixing things up on the power play.
And I think the more that you have it in the stick of Chris Kavanaugh, the more good things will happen. Like, he can do some ball reversal stuff. He can skip pass from that spot, give it right back to where the ball was coming from.
Trying to muscle his way in. Bounces to Henningberg. Right place, right time. And Boston desperately needed that goal.
Jules turns the corner here. And you could get popped here if you're Henningberg. But he catches right here. I think he's going to let go, and then he takes that extra step and an extra fake. And it looks clean. That is a good goal. Terrific awareness by Henningberg.
What, a month ago he was up in the booth?
He had a headset on at the All-Star game. Mid-season pickup for Boston. Oh, what a response! Chris
He's feeling
Kavanaugh,
it.
96.
He is feeling it.
Oh!
Is his ability to plant that back foot and then get back towards the middle. That little plant, and then he steps around. It significantly increases his angle.
The emotion, the love for the game, and how much it means to him. Like, this is a competitor. I said it earlier, too, just a minute or two ago. Get the ball in his stick every possession.
Talk about emotion, Kark.
12 seconds left in the quarter. Desperate for a momentum goal, and they get one. Long pole goal. Owen Grant delivers, and Boston's back within 4.
You can see this opportunity presenting itself. You know, Grant's got real range from 2 points.
To get that shot off.
The last Boston goal, California responded in just 6 seconds. They won't be able to here. And we head to the fourth quarter with the Woods leading by 4. The rookie, Chris Kavanaugh, leading the way.
He's on fire. The injuries to Mac O'Keefe and Schreiber, it all caught up to them. And they also were able to mask some things the last couple years. They led the league in turnovers last year. Their lead.
A team riding a 2-game win streak, trying to go into the playoffs on a 3-game win streak, and that's a good goal behind the back. That is beautiful from McAdory. And the Woods now lead by 5.
And it's more of the rookie sensations. We've seen Kavanaugh with 6 points today. So far, McAdory has been a distributor. Late clock, no angle. You just
the only shot he has.
That's right. You just send a prayer at the goal and hope it gets answered. And it does. I'm California. I'm stretching way out. There it is.
They stretched out, and instead Boston went inside to cash in on the power play with Mackesy.
This is why I like the 2, and that's an okay goal for California because you have TD to deal with at the strike.
Right.
So you gotta fly out if you're Kastner to eliminate that 2-point threat, and that frees up the skip lane behind it.
You're spot on, man, because if Kastner is defending any other normal player up there, he's probably 5-6 feet deeper inside.
Can the Cannons start stringing them together here, trailing by 4 in a fourth quarter that's going to send one of these teams to the postseason? Drenner gets free and scores! Back-to-back goals for Boston, and the Cannons breathing some life into this game.
This out. Erlin's in the cage. Got that little hesitation in rocker, but it takes Erlin off the pipe.
And it's the head dip at the end. Drenner, one of the most aggressive tilts in the game, and then right there, that little head bob, it actually got tipped.
And Boston wins another face-off.
And we're gonna make you beat us. Oh, we got a yard sale.
Yard sale. And it's Trainer off and running. The crowd behind Trainer in Boston. Can they cash in transition? Trainer stays on offense.
They had Campbell trapped on that last possession, elected not to go at him.
Here's Mackesy. That rang off the pipe. Did it cross the line? The officials say yes! Good goal from the rookie from Princeton, and Boston's back within 2.
They're alive and kicking.
Knowlton calling for it, gets it, shot clock down to 2. Knowlton goes to goal, and it's in! Erlin got a piece, but not enough to keep it out. Just enough by Asher Knowlton. Boston back within 1, 4 straight goals.
Again, California willing to.
Big scramble. It's still loose, and Boston has it. Mackesy gets to his left hand and buries it. Coulter Mackesy has tied this game at 17.
This is why you draft him with your first pick. He was a healthy scratch a few weeks back, and you can tell by his body language and his competitive fire he didn't like it. In this moment, validates why he's a first-round type talent.
Let's get the reaction from Mackesy after he tied it at 17, Dana. Garnsey. One-handed scores! Ryder Garnsey, spectacular! And he puts California back in front.
And like, you can't coach this. And you have to allow Garnsey, as he is the crowd, to do these kind of crazy things. He's gonna miss some. But I mentioned earlier, California lacks some experience, not that guy.
Like, I think Paul's upset that he wasn't the one who cut the hair. And it has been all offensive this fourth quarter. Neither goalie with a save in this fourth quarter, with a spot in the postseason up for grabs. Final 2 minutes here in regulation. Malloy falls to Bertrand between the legs. What a stop! Kirst got in front of it.
But to Ryan's point, you go for it.
3 seconds to shoot. Balker Sal.
That's okay. That's the type of miss you want.
Here we go. 18 seconds. Cannons do have a timeout. Coach Holman decides to take that timeout with 12 seconds remaining.
Knowlton was an easy transfer from behind. You have options for him going to the rack and passing.
Redwoods well aware that they're going to play in the pick game. The only way to avoid that is to get in their gloves. Not like that.
Campbell denied! Chase Erlin, his first save of the fourth quarter, sends California to the playoffs. So California has clinched a spot in the postseason, and with that, the Utah Archers, the reigning back-to-back champions, have been eliminated from postseason contention.
Campbell got to the middle of the field, and that overhead check by Connors actually allows Campbell to then pierce through and get his hands free. But Erlin stands tall, punches that top hand.
He made one save the entire quarter.
If you're going to make one,
that's it.